session for the SmartFlow HRMS system. This is to guide you on how the system really works. It will not be very detailed. It is just to show you, a preview of how it works. Now, this is the administrative dashboard. The admin who has access to the entire system. This is what you see when you log in. Let's start from the top. You have the total employee, the department, total present, total absent, and a preview of your staff attendance on a daily basis. As your staff are logging in, logging out, you can see them right here live, and you can even view their location from where they logged in or logged out from. Then you have a progress report for your onboardings. When you onboard a new employee, you can see the progress from here: pending, in progress, and completed. You can see your payroll trends. As you are processing payroll month on month, you can see the trends, you can see the amount and the differences from one month to another. You can see your employee status, the active employees, the inactive ones, the terminated ones. And then you can see your most recent jobs with with the number of applicants. You can see your budget versus actual. You can see job satisfaction rate for your employees. If you engage your employees using surveys, you can see the average scoring here. Same thing with performance appraisal. When appraisals are carried out, you can see the average scores right here. When you post notice on the notice board for all employees, you also have access to that. You can see upcoming birthdays. All right, you can see surveys that you have created, surveys that have been taken, history of all surveys. You can see them here. Then, of course, the calendar. The calendar is it shows you a preview of every training you schedule. Every time you schedule a training, just like this, it shows on that day. Every month you see it on the calendar. Now, like I said, this is the admin dashboard. There is an employee dashboard. Let me show you that. So this is the employee dashboard, where employees can check in, check out, they can see their profile, they can see preview of a full month attendance. So they can see where they are late. You can see the system can mark you when you are late, shows you that you are late, how many minutes late. The system shows you if you are absent, the announcements, the upcoming birthdays. When you give out queries, the employees sees them here also. When you assign onboarding to them, that is if you want them to handle some part of onboarding, they see their tasks here. And of course, when you engage them with surveys, they can see the surveys. Same thing, they can see calendars and the trainings you have scheduled. Now, if an employee is to check in like this for the day, it will ask for their location. They will allow one time. It is done just one time. They allow the location just one time, and then it checks them in. As you can see, it has checked in, and the checkout button is now visible. It means that they are now ready to check out when they have closed. So right here in the admin dashboard, you can see that employee that just checked in. You can see it has updated. Then you can even see the location on a live Google map. You can see the exact place. You can see this is the exact place the employee checked in. This red button shows the exact place. You can see the street and all of that. If you want the exact address, full address, it's also here. When we take the attendance module, I will show you that. So that's it for the admin dashboard and the employee dashboard. So let me walk you through the other modules. We have the administration module where you can assign roles. You can create multiple roles like supervisor role, head of a department role. You can create them and give them, you can assign roles to them. Whatever role you want them to handle, you can assign by just ticking, and they'll be able to handle those roles in this system here. You can also change your password here using under the administration. There are two ways you can change your password. You can change it under administration. You can also change it at the top right here where you have your name. See, they have the change password option there. Alright, then we have the employee section. Under employee, we have department where you create all your departments just by clicking add department. You can add all the departments you have. Same way when you can create your designations as job titles, you can create all your job titles here just by clicking add job title. We have the branches also. You can manage multiple branches here just by clicking add branch. Then the employee data, which shows your staff list. This is where you see your staff list. You can export your staff list just by clicking export to Excel. You can bulk upload employees If you click bulk upload employees, there's a template you will download. See, when you download that template, you can add the necessary information and click upload, and you'll be able to upload 100 employees at a go, 200 employees, 1,000 employees at a go. But if you want to do it one after the other, you can say add employee. And we have about 6 tabs here, 6 functional tabs that completes an employee profile. We have the role base, which is the role you are assigning to that employee. We already have a fixed role for admin and employee, except you now want to create additional roles for supervisors and all of that. So we have the employee, we create a username, password for them, we go next, you can select like this also. Then their basic data. If you are in a sector where you have shifts, different work shifts, where some employees work in a hybrid, some work 2 days a week, some work 3 days a week, or everybody works the same day, there's option to design that per employee. If for instance this employee works only Monday and Thursday, or only Tuesday and Thursday, when you get here, just tick use custom work days and select only those days they work, so that their payroll is accurate. It doesn't show that they're absent, because payroll is tied to the attendance. Now, if the employee works on custom days, like that is not fixed, that is, they can work any day of the week. Either they come on Monday, they come on Friday, or the following week they come Tuesday and Thursday. Dat work day is not fixed. You can also use this to do that. Expected work days. How many days do you want that employee to work in a whole month? If you know in a whole month the employee is supposed to work maybe just 10 days in a whole month, you just select 10 days, and you move ahead, so that the system calculates their pay accurately. Then same thing, you need to create their pay grade, what we call set salary. We will get there when we are taking payroll, before you can do this. So it means that you need to set employee salary before you create their accounts. Then of course the financial part, their bank account, their pension account, tax ID, NHF, this is where you enter all of that. Of course their educational qualification and experience, you can do that. Then documents, you can upload any documents for the employees, their CV, credentials, birth certificate, any document, even job offer letter, their JD, you can create them and save them here. That is for the employee section. Then the query, you can dish out query to any employee just by clicking add query. I already showed you in the employee side that once you give a query, they see it on their dashboard. You can add query here. If you are terminating an employee, you can also do that here just by clicking add termination. And the beautiful part is our termination module comes with an exit process. When you have terminated an employee for the first time and it has been approved, you can come back to this employee and assign handover notes to them. That's like checklist. You want them to submit a laptop to IT department, you want them to submit ID card to the admin, you want them to submit all their sales reports to their HOD. You can do that right here. All you need to do is give the task a name, give it a description, and assign it to who is responsible to take those items from them, to retrieve those items from them. You can do that multiple times. Now, once this task is completed, the whole of the handover note is done, you can come back and do exit pay. Calculate all the employees' outstanding allowances and their deductions accordingly, and assign it to the accountant. They will also get notified, they see it on their dashboard, and they will provide status. The ones that are pending, they will change it to completed once they are done, and you can see all the status here as the admin. Then we have the promotion module, where you can move an employee from one module, from one grade level to another grade level. We have the confirmation part. Once employee has gone through all the due diligence, they've done their appraisals and they are okay, you can just come here and change their status to confirm, update any, upload any confirmation letter and update it. They get notified, they see it. Resignations, there's a button where employees can resign on their section. Yeah, this is the employee section. Here, once they go to their profile, they can see the resignation button here, so they can resign if they want to. So once they resign, their supervisor gets it approved. You as the admin sees it, you also need to approve before it appears in that termination module for you to proceed with the exit workflow. Onboarding, once you create an employee's account, they automatically appear here. It's automatic. Alright, they just appear here so that you can now create your onboarding checklist. There's a guide already there. You just tick, you see a guide, so you create a checklist accordingly. Then we have the transfer module. You can transfer an employee from one branch to another, or from one department to another. That's the entire module for employee management. For leave, you can set up all your leave types, all your public holidays. If a holiday is coming up, once you create the holiday here, everybody gets notified via email that so so date is holiday. Then you can set up your non-working days, the days you don't work, Saturday and Sunday, you can set it up. If it's only Sunday you don't work and you work on Saturdays, you set it up here. Leave type, you can set up your different type of leave: annual leave, sick leave, compassionate leave, all of them, and assign the number of days per employee. Alright, when employees are applying for leave, they cannot apply beyond the numbers you have selected here. And you can generate reports. Under the report section, you can generate reports for every employee. Then the attendance module, you can create your worksheet. That's your work time here. If different employees have different work time, you can create their different work time. If it's one work time, it's fine. Just set it up here. Alright, the system can also help you check for lateness. I showed you already. Okay, then attendance by IP. If you don't want employees to check in anywhere else except the office, we can use this setting to achieve that. All you need is an office internet where all every employees are connected to, either by laptop or by phones, because our software is mobile optimized. You can use it on any phone as long as the phone is a smartphone and has a browser. Any phone, it will work with it. If the phone has a browser, our software will run with it because it's a web-based platform. Right? So we put in the internet, the office internet IP, and employees will only be able to check in, check out when they are in the office location. Alright, then you can generate reports, you can generate daily reports. For instance, you want to see the actual addresses, like the employee that just checked in today. This is the actual address where they checked in, and same thing for checkout. You can see all of that. You can also manually check in for employees. Some employees say, "Oh, I forgot to check in," and all of that. You can manually do that by just selecting their department, the date, and you can check in for them by just clicking. Okay, you can check in for them. So that's it for attendance. Payroll, you set up your lateness if you want the system to deduct actual lateness. Maybe every 3 days lateness is 1 day base salary. You can set it up here. We have the allowance module. The system helps you to um break down break down your employee salary, basic transport, housing, and all of that. So every payslip has this. Once you set it up here, they will see it in their payslip. Statutory deductions can be done here. Pension, NHF, NHIS with their percentages can be done here. Pay grade, this is where you set employees' actual salary. Now this system is 2026 tax compliant. So when you are setting your salary, you enter the employees' rent, annual rent, or their life insurance, and it helps you to, if they are entitled, if they are not entitled to NHF pension, you can just do no deduction. It will deduct only tax from them, and then you untick all of these since they are not eligible yet. When they are finally eligible, you can come back here and tick for them. It just helps you to calculate your tax accurately when you are setting salary. This is the salary sheet. So this is where you generate salary sheet by bulk or individual. You can preview any employee salary before even generating, just by coming here, select the month, and you can preview their salaries like this. Alright, you can preview their salaries like this. Once you save, you have generated the salary. But if you are just previewing to see before generating, it's also fine. Then you can bulk generate for all employees at a go. Just click bulk generate bulk salary, select your branches, all departments, all designation, the month, and you select it. You bulk generate for all employees. Salary generated. Once you've generated, you just need to see what you have generated, and this is what you have. Full breakdown: the gross, the deductions, that's tax, NHF, pension, absence, even lateness if there is lateness, total deduction, net salary. Now there's a setting where you can where payroll can be approved. We will get there. The reason why it's showing approved because we did not set any approvers. Once you set approvers, payroll cannot be paid until it is approved by the individual responsible for that. So you can pay individually or you pay all at once. So you can see salaries have been paid for that month. Paid. You can export to PDF, you can to Excel also. So once this is done, you can generate your reports, your payroll reports. You can generate for the month, you can generate payroll, you can generate pension, you can generate NHF, and you can generate tax. So every report can be generated right here for proper filing, especially for your accounts. Then we have the additional module settings where you can pay things like 13th month, leave allowance, incentive. All you need is to set it here. What is the percentage for example 13th month? If it's 100% gross salary, whatever it is, you set it and you can generate it right here by just clicking generate bonus. You select it. Is it taxable or non-taxable? And you select for either all employees or individual employees if there are only few. Let's say it's just 2 employees out of all staff. You can just do that. You filter and you can generate their payroll, their allowance, that's their 13th month for instance. So once this is done, you either pay from here, that is you are paying separately, or you want to add it to their month salary. If for instance salary for that month you want to add it, there's option to do that also. You just say add to payroll and it will add to that month salary. When you are generating payroll for that month, you will see it there as part of the net. It will just add to the net. All right. Then this is the approval settings I talked about for payroll and bonuses. If you set any approval, payroll will not be paid until this person approves it. You have up to 4 approvers. So you can do level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. If it's only one person that approves, you just select the person. If it's 2, 3, 4, just like that. We also have the loan module. You can create employees loan here. Once you have given loan, you can set it up here and it automatically appears in payroll. Whatever amount you put here and the duration and when you want it to start. For instance, if it's 2 months, you want it to start in January, it will automatically appear in payroll for January and February and it will stop deducting after that. Then we have payment settings. If you want your payroll to pay live, you want it to go live into employees' account, all we need is to set up a wallet system for you on Flutterwave. And once we do that and you click pay for payroll, they get credited straight to the account. You don't need to send it to the bank or what so. That's for payroll. We have company policies. You can manage all your policies here and employees have access to them. We have the recruitment module where you can create jobs. When you create a job, there's a link where the jobs they go to. It is that link you use for your advert, either on LinkedIn or job sites or wherever you are posting. Just paste the link on your job advert. When employees are clicking to apply, instead of sending to an email, you just put the link. Once they click to apply, they just fill the form and you receive all their applications right here under job applications. You can manage all the applicants here. You can shortlist them, you can reject them. We also have a basic ATS system that helps you to auto shortlist or auto reject. All you need to do when you are creating the job post is to add custom questions. See, add screening questions. So based on these questions, when the candidate fills the questions, the system auto rejects them or auto shortlist them for you, which makes it easier for selection. Then we have the training module where you can schedule trainings. See, you can schedule internal training, external training, online training, and you can add the links if they are online training. You can recommend links where they can take those trainings. You will give the training details and it will appear on their calendar. You can record completed trainings right here. For every employee that have completed the training, you enter it here, and of course their certificates. Then we have the award module where you can give awards to your employees. You can give service award, you can give employee of the month, employee of the year, performance bonus, and they get notified. They also see it on their dashboard. Then we have the announcement section where you can post. It's more like a notice board. All right, this is where you can post information that every employee gets to see and be notified of the happenings. All right, you just post it and it appears on their dashboard. I showed you, when we're looking through the employee dashboard, you see the announcement section there. Then we have the performance appraiser section. For this, employees can create their KPIs themselves and get it approved by their supervisors. It's either they can do it themselves if you want that, or you want to be the one to create every KPI and get it approved by their supervisors, or you want their supervisors to even create it for them. That option is there. Whichever option you intend to use, it is applicable. And you can also see all their appraisals. Once KPI has been approved, it can be used multiple times for appraisals, except where there's a need to now update the KPI. It can be used multiple times. It always show you the latest approved KPI. Then the next module we have here is assets. You can manage all your assets in the company right here. Once you create all the assets, you assign it to employees. You can always come here to see available assets. You can see assets that are available for assignment. And when employees return those assets, you can mark them as returned, so that when you are checking through their reports to know what asset is assigned to them, you know the ones that is with them and the ones they've returned. Then we have the HR budgeting. This is where you create all your budget categories like payroll, expenses, performance bonus, recruitment cost. You create everything right here. You create your entire budget, get it approved. Once it is approved for system budget like payroll and allowances, the system will auto pick from your payroll. Once you are processing payroll at the end of every month, it automatically picks it from there and gives you your budget versus actual. But for other things like the equipment cost, your expenses, you can manually record them here under expense management. You can record them here. So as you are recording for each expense, you record them, you get an actual budget versus actual under this. Then we have the employee management, employee engagement, where you can engage your employees using surveys. We have templates of surveys already. If you don't like them, you can delete them, you can you can edit them, you can tweak them, and you can create surveys for your employees. These surveys help to engage employees and helps you to understand if your employees are happy on their job. So it gives you your job satisfaction rate. You can track completion as well. You can see reports as well. Then the last module is task management. You can assign tasks, create tasks, assign it to different employees. On a daily basis, you can create tasks. And at the end of the day, by COB, just go through all the pending tasks or go track, status of all the tasks completed, pending, and all of that. So this is the entire system. These are the modules, 14 modules that covers our SmartFlow HRMS. It is quite robust. There's nothing like this. You can check with other competitors, and of course they have similar features, they have similar modules, but it is nothing like this. It is not this robust with engaging employees, with creating your budget, with detailed performance appraisal system. It has never been like this, and you can testify on this. We have companies in the engineering sectors, in construction sectors, in financial sectors, in training sectors that are currently using our system, and they can testify. They've been using it, it's been amazing. So if you are interested, you can just reach out to us. You get a 1 month free trial account. For 1 month, you can run it for free. We don't charge you for that. And then we charge you after that. You get a paid version and we set your account up for you. For the first time, we will set it up. We will help you to onboard your entire employees. We onboard everyone for you at the first time. Then subsequently, you can do that yourself. Then we'll give you a detailed training as the admin. Admin can be multiple people. Not when I say admin, I don't mean one person. Admin is the person who operates the entire system. Can be an HR, can be the MD, can be the GM, can be multiple people. Multiple people can be the admin, you know. So you can reach out to us and we'll set you up.